Hearing the community's voice is key to urban planning, but there are so many voices. Homeowners and apartment dwellers, business owners, factory and retail workers, teachers and government workers, community and religious leaders, the old, the young, and those somewhere in between. That's a lot of voices. To bring them onto the planning process is a challenge, but bringing them into the process is essential. Welcome to City Vision. I'm Trajan Jones, Planning and Zoning Official for the Borough of Indiana, Pennsylvania. In episode 6, we saw how important community involvement is to the planning process. But how do planners create this engagement? Join us now as our Peek into Planning examines some of the strategies we use to create community engagement. Planners must be sensitive to the many diverse groups within a community, and we must find ways to reach all of them. Our efforts must reach out to those who are often overlooked. They can include minority groups such as the LGBTQ+ community, physically and mentally disabled residents, recent immigrants, religious minorities, racial and ethnic minorities, and non-English speaking residents. This can also include low-income residents, new residents, young people, and the elderly. Now, how do we reach those that don't have social media? How do we approach physical barriers? Do we need to account for different languages? Planners must be able to identify and address these barriers. As there are so many groups, there needs to be multiple ways to reach them. Websites, social media, and online surveys can all be useful methods. But what about those that aren't connected or don't engage online? Planners also need a way to reach them. Activities, meetings, and posters can be used in many locations. Parks, markets, transit stations, and places of worship, these can all be great places to meet people in their daily routines and obtain their input. The effort to reach out in a new location can demonstrate a commitment to inclusion as well as build trust. Planners must build trust and relationships in the community. Think of it like a Lego set. You start with the foundation and build up from there. Each new participant or connection just becomes another piece of the planning process. Civic groups and influencers already have trust relationships with the community. Planners can then collaborate with them to establish connections and build trust. Planners need to develop ongoing connections and build long-term relationships, and these are more effective in building trust and encouraging ongoing participation. Now, we all have different schedules and free time can be hard to find, so planners need to be aware of this. To get the full range of input from the community, planners need to arrange meetings at multiple times and locations. Mornings, afternoons, and evenings should all be considered. For those working in a downtown business area, lunchtime meetings can be an option. Afternoons may be best for the local senior center. You want to reach people when they're available. You also want to show hospitality to the community by providing services such as childcare and refreshments can attract people and make them feel like they belong. With digital technology so widespread, planners should be exploring its uses. Online resources such as social media and web pages can share information and collect input. Surveys, interactive maps, and discussion forums are all worthwhile options. Developing apps and web pages can also be an effective approach. Residents can voice their thoughts and stay informed about the planning process. People may not understand planning concepts and techniques. One way to support these members is by providing training and resources. This helps them then grasp the planning ideas and join in the planning process. Planners can also create advisory committees or working groups with members of the community. They can help with keeping the community informed and collecting input. The planning process involves many people and can take a lot of time. As planners, we need to continually monitor the process. Planners should be evaluating feedback and participation levels. Are the engagement strategies we're using working? Are we getting useful input? If not, then what changes do we need to make? It's important we also track how the community gets involved in decision making, and we can see how their input influences the final outcome. To make community engagement successful, planners need to focus on critical areas such as inclusiveness, transparency, and genuine participation. Many strategies have been discussed as options, and by applying a wide range of these strategies, we can ensure that all the community voices are being heard. And that means the resulting plans will then reflect the needs and aspirations of the people. As a planner, I can tell you it's a challenging but very rewarding experience. Now, if this sounds like a career for you, explore the accredited planning programs in Pennsylvania and check out our various City Vision videos. Thank you for watching. I'm Trajan Jones, and this is City Vision.